Skin Type Solutions with Dr. Leslie Bauman is made possible in part by a grant from Aveeno Active Naturals. Aveeno has been endorsed and recommended by dermatologists and pediatricians for over 60 years and is a trusted name for the efficacy and safety of its natural ingredients. Today, Aveeno continues to develop innovative active naturals formulations to optimize skin health and beauty. Aveeno, the beauty of nature plus science. Our skin comes in all tones, textures, and temperaments. Because of these differences, it is critical that we understand and care for our skin correctly and use the right products, ingredients, and regimens for our unique skin type. Now comes the revolutionary, scientifically validated skin typing system that is changing the way people think about skincare, regardless of your skin's color, condition, your age, or even the climate where you live. Join Dr. Leslie Bauman, board-certified dermatologist, former professor, clinical researcher, and New York Times best-selling author as she meets 6 women from across the country on a journey to discover their skin type and skin type solutions.
I initially developed the skin typing system to make my practice go faster. I see many patients every day, and I'm known for my skincare recommendations, and I would spend about 45 minutes with a patient, and that isn't really realistic. So I decided I needed to figure out a way to make it quicker to explain to patients what skincare products were right for them. So I sat down and I thought, what are the main issues that I've seen in my research and I've seen in my patients? And I realized that there were 4 main issues, and that when I combined those, it would give me 16 unique skin types. And that helped. So when a patient would come in and I would determine their skin type, I would have a preset sheet that I could give them in the office with the skincare recommendations. But that became very popular, and dermatologists around the world wanted to use it. So I had to come up with a way that those dermatologists would be able to assess the patient and give them the right skin type. So I developed the questionnaire. And the questionnaire was the hard part. It started out 400 questions. I tested it on thousands of people to get it down to where the questions would accurately tell someone what their Bauman skin type was. So now I'm certain that if someone takes the questionnaire, it will accurately tell them their skin type even without me seeing them. I invited 6 women from around the country to come to Miami Beach. They each completed the Bauman skin type questionnaire, had a detailed consult with me, and learned about their skin's needs. Let's meet these 6 women.
I seem to be developing brown spots.
My skin gets really dry.
Seems like every month I've been getting pimples.
I have oily skin.
I've really been religious about taking care of my skin.
Some of these products I use on a daily basis, and some of them are just here.
I always moisturize.
Wash in the morning and wash it at night. Nothing extravagant.
I have really dry skin.
These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 different types of facial cleansers.
Body scrubs to body lotions to face moisturizers to
a lot of stuff. Anything that I can do to help fight my situation, I will try.
Thank you all for coming to Miami Beach. The reason we're here today is we're going to talk about skin types. And I'm going to find out what skin type you feel you are, and we're going to look and see what your skin really is. Sharon, would you like to go first?
I would like to figure out what to do about my skin. I seem to always have acne. Every day there's some other spot that shows up on my face. I'm in my 30s and I'm a little tired of having to deal with acne treatment and not know what to do or what is going to show up when I have an occasion.
Well, I would love to find out how to take an older woman and make her know what to buy. There's so many things out there on the market, and everybody says, well, if you try this and you do it for 90 days, and it made my skin better. There's just so many of them, and it's like, which one really is going to work for me?
I think my goal is similar to yours, Judy. I'm taking care of my skin like I have since I was 16, and I'm not anymore. And I'm sure there's a more efficient way. I'm in my late 40s, and I shouldn't be treating my skin as I did when I was a teenager. But I don't want to be complicated. Like, again, there's so many products out there, but what is the most appropriate way to treat my skin in this period of my life going forward?
When I was asked to do this, it was kind of a perfect time in my life because I'm in my late 40s, and I've fortunately had really easy skin to take care of all my life, but as I've gone through the menopause process, I have really definitely seen a change in my skin.
Well, living in Florida, I'm in the sun, I'm very active, play tennis several times a week, and I put sunscreen on, but every time I wipe my face, I know I'm wiping it off, and I don't always reapply it. So one of the things I wanted to learn is how can I really protect myself? I don't want to get any more wrinkles, and I wanted to find out maybe a better routine to take care of my skin to help the aging process and do the least amount of damage.
I make a point of not going out in the sun because of the correlation I believe there is between hyperpigmentation and the sun. So I make a point of staying out of the sun as much as possible. And when I am out there, I do wear sunscreen. I've been wearing makeup since I was 14 because of the unevenness of my skin and the hyperpigmentation, and there's usually a dark mask around my mouth. I would like to stop wearing makeup. I mean, I like makeup, but at 52, I don't want to have to wear makeup all the time, you know, go out and not be a scare little children and animals.
So my goal is to teach you a little bit more about what causes the pigment besides the sun and help you know what ingredients to avoid and what ingredients will help you keep a more even skin tone.
I live here in Miami, and sometimes I go to California or Arizona or Colorado or to drier environments. So what am I supposed to do for my skin when I travel?
You have to change your moisturizer when you travel from a humid place to a dry place. And there's actually a scientific reason for that. There's something called natural moisturizing factor inside your cells. Your body makes NMF based on the humidity levels. So if you go, let's say from Miami to Arizona, it's gonna take your body 3 days to make enough NMF. Have you ever noticed that after you're there for 3 days, your skin's okay, but it's those first 3 days that it's bad? So you need a heavier moisturizer for the first couple of days when you go to a dry climate.
Why does my rosacea flare up when the seasons change?
Does it flare up in the winter or in the summer?
Both. I live in Texas, and so we go from it being really cold to really hot, and I will have a flare-up in spring and winter.
So it's a change in the temperature that's bothering you.
It probably bothers my nose.
Well, I haven't seen you with your makeup off yet, but I'm suspecting that maybe you don't really have rosacea. I'm not sure. So once I take some tests on your skin and you take the questionnaire, we'll know a little bit more about if you truly have rosacea.
Great.
I had a question I didn't know because I feel like parts of my skin are really dry and parts of it are really oily.
Oily and dry is what people get wrong the most about their skin. So you have to really take the questionnaire to find out where you fall on that spectrum. And we've actually spent years making sure that the questions are scientifically validated. What we did is we took 100 women, 50 with dry skin, 50 with oily skin, and they took the quiz and we measured their oil production and we found which questions accurately match with your real oil production and which ones accurately match with your skin not holding onto water properly. So the questionnaire and the quiz is going to help you determine whether you're an oily or a dry type. Back in about 2000, I developed a skin typing system of 16 different skin types. And whenever I was at the University of Miami, we spent years researching these skin types, and we found that there are definitely 16 very distinct skin types. And that if you know what your type is, you make better choices buying your skincare products. I'm a fan of the history of the cosmetic industry. So for example, I grew up really liking Estee Lauder and Helena Rubinstein, Elizabeth Arden. And in around 1910, Helena Rubinstein is the one who first developed the skin types that we all know now. So when you go to the store now, you'll see products are labeled for oily skin or for dry skin or for sensitive skin. And those were divided up by Helena Rubinstein over 100 years ago. So in the last 100 years, there hasn't been any kind of change to that typing system, and I feel that the new scientific advances that we have as far as skin pigmentation and aging and redness, inflammation, those just are not taken into account with the old typing system. With the new skin typing system that is 16 skin types, it looks at aging and skin pigmentation and inflammation. So what we're going to do during this time together is figure out what your skin type is, and then I'm going to teach you what ingredients are right for your specific, unique skin type. I've tested the skin typing system on thousands of people, and I found that about 80% of people are wrong about their skin type. So we're going to first figure out what skin type you feel you are. I had the 6 women guess their skin type. So they wrote down on a piece of paper what they thought their skin type was. The Bauman skin typing system is based on 4 main parameters. The first is oily or dry. The second is sensitive or resistant. There's actually 4 kinds of sensitive skin. It could be acne, rosacea, burning, or stinging. The third parameter is pigmented or non-pigmented. And pigmented does not mean your ethnicity, it means do you get unwanted brown spots or not. So if you get spots, you'd be pigmented. If you don't, you would be considered non-pigmented. And then the last of the 4 parameters is wrinkled or tight. Later we're going to give you a quiz, a questionnaire that's going to ask you about your habits. And you will have to be honest with those habits, because if you're not using the right skin ingredients, you're not going to have the skin that you want. So even my own mother fudged on the questionnaire a little bit so that she would come out a non-wrinkled type. The next step is we're going to go to my office and you're going to take the questionnaire. And we're also going to use both a 3D camera system and a regular camera system to image your face. And then I'm going to look at your skin with your makeup off, and we're going to measure your sebum production with a little device called a sebum meter. And we're going to measure the water evaporating off your skin with a TEWA meter so we can get a good feel for your skin hydration. And also I'll get to look at you under the professional lighting with no makeup. Overall, I think you all have very realistic goals, so I'll do my best to try to meet those goals during this time period. And so next time I see you, you'll have your makeup off and we'll be in my office.
Thank you.
Thank you. First off, we have Judy Brown.
Hi, I'm Judy Brown. Welcome to Arlington, Texas.
Judy's in her mid-60s. She's battled acne and rosacea for many years. She's very diligent about her skincare, but it hasn't solved her skin's issues.
You can tell I have a variety of different things in my bathroom. I think I'm fairly confident in what my skin type is over these years. I have rosacea, so that would tell you that it's oily. But I do know that I have some dry areas that are not, that I can't quite control.
The next step in the process is for Judy to take the Bauman Skin Type Questionnaire. It will ask her questions about what kind of situations make her face red, how often she breaks out, and this will help us determine if she has rosacea or not. Okay, Judy, come on in here. You're gonna have a seat.
Okay.
This is our Vectra 3D camera system. Sit right there, and you can keep your eyes open.
Okay.
All right, so be real still. Okay, here we go. The 3D camera system takes 6 separate images of the skin and combines those through a special computerized process to give a 3D image of the skin. Okay, so stand up, and now we're going to move over to this other 2-dimensional camera, the Vizia CR.
Okay.
You can have a seat right there. And then you see the little chin holder? You're going to put your chin in there and your forehead up against that. Okay, you ready? Here we go. There we go.
The photos that I saw were unbelievably kind of scary. They were, not what I was expecting.
These dark spots, that's underlying sun damage.
Okay.
So one of the things that makes our skin look beautiful is reflection of light. So this brown melanin is actually absorbing light instead of reflecting light. So it makes your skin less radiant. Now for you, this is the important picture, is we're looking at the redness. And if you look at your nose here, you can see your lot of redness in your central face.
Okay.
So let's go over here to this camera. So this is a computer system that looks at all the different colors in your skin, and this highlights the red. And what's interesting is right in your rosacea areas, you are very red. Judy has very classic rosacea. And it's hard to know just by looking at her until you look with the camera and you hear her history to find out that that's what she has. Common characteristics of rosacea are facial pimples, flushing, broken and dilated blood vessels, sometimes inflammation of the eyes, and sometimes enlargement of the nose. Now this looks at melanin, and melanin is the color in your skin. And when I look at you, I don't think you have a lot of melanin. But when we look under the camera, we saw a lot over in the other one. We saw a lot of sun damage. That's melanin.
I was surprised at really the amount of damage, of sun damage on that one picture, because in through here, it's almost all brown.
Now you do not have anything that looks cancerous or that looks dangerous, but melanin, the cell that makes that, is called a melanocyte, and if that turns cancerous, it's melanoma. So we don't like melanoma, but you don't have anything that looks like that, so I don't want you to think that I'm talking about cancer at all.
Sure.
I'm just talking about the color. Luckily for Judy, she doesn't have a lot of sun damage, and although she had a lot of sun when she was younger, she's definitely doing a lot better job of protecting her skin now. So focusing on inflammation is going to be key for her. At the end of the day, when I give you the recommendations for your face, I want you to make sure you put it on your neck. So you're going to put it on your face and go ahead and bring it all the way down on your neck as well.
Well, you know, doing this has really made me want to do better with my skin.
Right.
If I could do that, that would be really good.
My goal with your skincare is going to be to try to get your rosacea under control and have it not worsen.
This rosacea, it's been pretty devastating to me because even though I'm fairly confident, it still affects the way you appear to other people and how they perceive you. So with that, it makes a huge difference in the way you feel about yourself.
It's very common to see people feel emotional about acne and rosacea. I think those are two heart-wrenching conditions that people feel very self-conscious about, especially rosacea. It comes and goes. A lot of the prescription medications don't work very well for it, and people don't understand it, and they don't know what they're doing to cause it. Rosacea is very common. About 15 million people in the U.S. have it, so you're not alone.
No, I guess I'm not alone.
What do you wash your face with?
I have a little sponge that I use. It's kind of got texture to it. I feel like it cleans it really good.
One huge issue we found is that she's using this loofah, and that's probably causing most of her damage because all of that friction and rubbing vigorously on the skin is causing inflammation. Plus, she's reusing the same loofah over and over. So if bacteria is playing a role in her rosacea, then that might be causing it. Anything rough for you is not good. We want a soft cloth.
Okay.
When you put it on real gently.
And that did surprise me because I thought I was kind of really doing it well. And I guess I really wasn't. But you live and learn, and you're never too old to learn, and you're never too old to change what you thought was right when you see that there is a better way.
So she needs to change to a gentle anti-inflammatory cleanser, a sunscreen with anti-inflammatory ingredients. Some anti-inflammatory ingredients would be green tea, resveratrol, feverfew, oatmeal, caffeine. Those can be found in cleansers and sunscreens. Judy will do very well with these because rosacea can be prevented. Developing skincare products is a very complicated process. Cell cultures are used and different scientific experiments. Let's see what the experts have to say about this. When I see two products on the shelf, and one is $3 cheaper, and they both have the same ingredients, how do I know which one to buy?
Just because the ingredient list is the same doesn't mean the product is going to feel the same, look the same, or deliver the same. In fact, I have one story. I was walking through a pharmacy one night and I saw a product I had worked on and I had done clinical tests with a well-known dermatologist on, and I saw one right next to it said, you know, compare to and $2 cheaper. And I picked it up kind of angrily, like, you know, and I looked at the ingredients and they were identical, and I said, I wonder. And I brought it back and I sent blinded samples to one of my lab mates and said, can you run the assay on it and tell me what you find in the laboratory on that? And it was interesting because our product had the activity that we know that helps even out skin tone, and the competitive product in this store brand had no activity. And that's the kind of thing that consumers need to know. If it said clinically proven, you could have confidence in it. And if it didn't, you wonder if it's really delivering.
They don't have to prove that their product works.
They can talk about beauty benefits that the formulation might have in smoothing the skin or whatever, but if it doesn't say clinically tested, then you can't be sure that, you know, putting it on the skin, you're definitely going to get the same effect that you would on a product that has been clinically proven, looked at by a dermatologist or healthcare professional in a setting on people like you who are buying that product.
Feverfew is a substance that was used by ancient Indians for many years to lower fever. That's why it's called feverfew. It's a flower. It looks almost like a dandelion, and they would make it into a tea and they would drink it and it would stop fever. So tell me a little bit, what is feverfew?
Feverfew is a plant, and it can be utilized for the skin. And the ingredient, the extract that we utilize, has anti-inflammatory, so it calms irritation on the skin, and antioxidant effects on the skin. So it can be very beneficial.
We'll return in a moment to Skin Type Solutions with Dr. Leslie Bauman.
Hello, I'm Camille Dixon, and we'll return to Skin Type Solutions with Leslie Bauman, MD, in a moment. But right now, I'm here in the studio with Dr. Bauman, world-renowned, board-certified clinical and research dermatologist, New York Times best-selling author, and creator of the Skin Type Solution. Dr. Bauman, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. This is really fun.
Well, we're all learning a lot. Now, this program is full of information that everyone can use. And I have to tell you, in just the first few minutes, I learned so much, because I'm one of these women who relies on the recommendations of friends or something I've seen in an advertisement. I'll go buy that product, and now what I have is this massive collection in my bathroom that I don't use because these things don't work for me.
Your story is very common. Every day in my office, I have women that come in with bags of hundreds of dollars of products, and usually none of those products are right for their unique skin type. It's a very common problem to have.
Okay, good to know. We'll get a chance to talk with Dr. Bauman more in a minute, but right now, we're going to take a brief break and give you a chance to show support for this public television station. For your generous contribution, we have some special thank you gifts that will help you discover your own skin type and to make better decisions when purchasing products and creating a skincare regimen. Take a look.
When you contribute at the $90 level, you will receive the book, The Skin Type Solution. This book is revolutionizing the way people everywhere think about and shop for skincare. This breakthrough book will help you determine your skin type and choose the right skincare products, ingredients, and regimens for your skin. When you contribute at the $120 level, we will send you a DVD of Skin Type Solutions with Dr. Leslie Bauman, the program that you've been watching. This is the entire uninterrupted show as seen on public television, and also includes an additional 30 minutes of bonus material which features a discussion about choosing ingredients and an in-depth look at all 16 skin types and the do's and don'ts for each. When you contribute at the $275 level, you'll receive the complete Skin Type Solutions package, which includes the book, The Skin Type Solution, the DVD of the program including bonus material, and a personalized skin typing and skincare product kit. This package includes special access to an online quiz that in minutes will determine your Bauman skin type. Once Dr. Bauman knows your skin type, we'll send you a beautiful skincare product kit specially selected and customized for you. The kit contains 4 skincare products chosen for your particular skin type. Dr. Bauman will do the shopping for you to ensure you're using the correct products for your Bauman skin type. Additionally, you'll also receive a 1-year subscription to Allure magazine, considered the beauty Bible of magazines by industry insiders. At whatever level you can give, we appreciate your support. Please make that call now.
What a great offer. Now, I feel like I want to mention the fact that you don't have a product line of your own. Is that correct?
That's correct. I do research on cosmetic ingredients, and I'm very interested in the science of skincare, but I do not have my own product line, and I'm not affiliated with any brands.
Okay. Remember, public television is always offering what's best for you and your family. We are your trusted source for programming like this. But just like you need the right information to keep your skin looking and feeling its best, we need your support to keep this station healthy and vital and performing at its best. Your participation is valued, essential, and deeply appreciated. Please call the number on your screen now. Now, before I watched the show, I thought I knew what my skin type was. Dry, that's it. But these skin types were developed back in 1910?
Yes, Helena Rubinstein is the one who first divided skin into 4 areas: dry, oily, sensitive, and combination. But that doesn't take into account all the discoveries that have been made over the last 100 years. So for example, do you get dark spots on your skin? Do you have inflammation? Do you get wrinkles? So you need to know more about your skin than just, is it dry?
That's one of the things I love about this system. Now, we're about to return to the show, but we still need your call of support, and any amount is appreciated. We do have some special ways to say thank you if you can contribute at a certain level. Now, these are wonderful tools that will help you to have the healthy, beautiful skin that all of us want. Now, this completely takes the guesswork out of deciding what products are best for you, because Dr. Bauman has selected all of these products herself. And of course, at the same time, your contribution will help this station to remain healthy too.
When you make that call of support, we have some wonderful ways to say thank you. When you contribute at the $90 level, you'll receive the book, The Skin Type Solution by Dr. Leslie Bauman. This book is revolutionizing the way people think about and shop for skin care. You'll discover your personal skin type profile, detailing exactly what will work and what won't for your unique skin type. The book also includes an extensive product guide to name brand skincare products suited to every skin type and budget, including cleansers, moisturizers, toners, sunblocks, and foundations. The book has tips on nutrition as well as tips on preventing skin aging and problem skin, as well as the latest information on prescription products and procedures like Botox and Restylane. When you contribute at the $120 level, we will send you a DVD of Skin Type Solutions with Dr. Leslie Bauman, the program that you've been watching. This entire uninterrupted show includes an additional 30 minutes of bonus material which features a discussion about choosing ingredients and an in-depth look at every skin type and the do's and don'ts for each. When you contribute at the $275 level, you'll receive Dr. Bauman's complete Skin Type Solutions package, everything that you need to get on the road to having beautiful, healthy skin. This incredible package includes the book, the Skin Type Solution, the DVD of the program plus bonus material, as well as access to an online quiz that will determine your Bauman skin type in minutes. The results of this quiz will give you your personal skin type profile, recommendations on what products and ingredients to look for, and skincare regimens specific to your Bauman skin type. Dr. Bauman will also send you a skincare product kit. The kit contains 4 skincare products chosen for your particular skin type. Additionally, you'll also receive a 1-year subscription to Allure magazine. At whatever level you can give, we appreciate your support. Please make that call now.
At whatever level you can contribute. Thanks. And now, back to Miami Beach for more Skin Type Solutions with Dr. Leslie Bauman.
And now we return to Skin Type Solutions with Dr. Leslie Bauman.
I'm Phyllis Hayes, and I live in Oakland, California.
Phyllis is in her early 50s, although you would never guess by her wrinkle-free face. She's been very good about sun protection. However, she's bothered by some pigment changes and wants to learn more about how to prevent this pigmentation and prevent aging.
It's always frustrated me even when I was a teenager, so that's my biggest problem.
The questionnaire will ask Phyllis questions about her skin pigmentation. Does her skin freckle in the sun? It also will try to determine if her skin is oily or dry. Okay, Phyllis, come on in. We're gonna take your photo. We're gonna have a seat here. Okay, now we're gonna go to the other camera. Put your chin on that little chin strap. We're going to look at the surface of your skin. Do you see a lot of shine, especially in your T-zone? So that is the sebum, or the oil on your skin.
Okay.
This is going to look more at the melanin in your skin. See how it's a little dark right here? That's your sun damage from whenever you were caught in the sun.
Okay.
You see it, how it's a little lighter and darker?
Right.
So we can see that you do have a little unevenness in your pigment. Now Phyllis is unusual because she wears sunscreen every day. Most darker skin types don't realize that it's necessary. Okay, now we're going to come over and look at your Vectra images here. You can see you don't have a lot of sagging of your skin, which is good. We're going to click over and look at your red-brown images. If we look here, we see melanin around your nose and above your eyes, probably wearing sunglasses. So your pigment issues are where this is darker. This shows hemoglobin, or red, in your skin. So even though when I look at you, you don't look red, we see a lot of red underlying in your skin.
At first I thought the blotches had to do with sun damage, which confused me a bit because I really don't hang out in the sun much. But now I understand it's inflammation. And that would explain so much about my skin. It would explain why I would put some products on my skin and immediately would react and would be itchy and sore. That was really fascinating to find out.
What's bothering you about your skin pigmentation?
From the time I was little, I've had discoloration, and I'm not sure if it's a product I'm using or if it's being out in the sun. I would like to have a more even skin color.
Phyllis's skin is interesting because she has a lot of dryness that she didn't realize, and the dryness is leading to inflammation, and that's what's giving her her pigmentation.
What causes the inflammation? Is this genetic, or is it just something I'm using that's causing it?
And we see a lot that people are using incorrect skincare products. They don't know their skin type, they're using the wrong thing, and that can lead to inflammation. And inflammation leads to pigment, but it also can lead to wrinkles. I spoke to some experts in the industry about this process. Will you explain to me a little bit about how soy blocks the production of brown pigment in the skin?
Sure. There are special cells called melanocytes in the skin, and they create melanin, which is the pigment in the skin. And these small soy proteins influence how the melanocyte hands off the pigment to the cell, and it can help even the skin tone.
Soy is something that's going to be perfect for your skin because soy helps prevent the melanocytes, the cells that make color. It helps prevent those cells from handing that color off to your skin cells. So soy is an excellent product for your skin type.
Probably a pretty easy solution for taking care of a lifelong problem.
So for you, learning what ingredients to use and what ingredients to avoid are going to be key to your skin. So I believe by giving her the right moisturizers, we're going to calm her skin down, and that's going to make a difference. Overall, you have very nice skin. You're making a regular amount of oil, so that's great. We just need to make your skin more moisturized and less inflamed.
Okay, thank you. Just to know that my skin could be even toned and smooth. And what better way to look in your 50s just to have this great, healthy looking skin. I think it's wonderful.
My recommendations for Phyllis is to try to do things to decrease the inflammation that is leading to her pigment problems. In addition, she can look for products that help lighten her skin or help prevent the brown spots, and products with soy would be a good option for her. Soy can actually help prevent the brown spots from forming in the first place. Sarah Dickinson is 48 years old and she's from Michigan. She's concerned about aging and her very, very dry skin that gets worse in the winter.
My skin is not only dry, but sometimes I notice that it's kind of sensitive to certain products too. So I have to be really careful as to what kind of products I choose. And I'll tell you, I really do not want to encounter one more year having to deal with the issues that I've dealt with. So I'm hoping that I can really find some answers through Dr. Baum.
The questionnaire will help me determine how dry Sarah's skin is. It asks important questions such as, how does she feel after cleansing her skin? How does she feel if she does not moisturize her skin? So I'm going to take a sebameter measurement on your skin. And this measures your skin's oiliness. I'm just going to put a little pressure here. We're going to watch the readings. Okay. So you don't make very much oil. Okay, now what we want to know is how much water is evaporating off of your skin. I predict that you're going to have a lot. So we're just going to hold it over your skin and just be real still for me. This is called transepidermal water loss, or TOOL, and this is the method that is commonly used to determine the skin's ability to hold on to water. Oh yeah, you're losing lots of water. So now I feel I have a very good understanding of your skin. So tell me about your diet.
I'm not a vegetarian, but I don't eat a lot of meats.
Okay.
I wouldn't say there's a lot of fat in my diet, but my cholesterol is high.
The reason I'm asking is because it seems that your skin is deficient in some of the fats that help your skin hold on to water. Cholesterol-lowering medications can cause dry skin. Your skin needs cholesterol to hold on to water. Think about plastic wrap that you put on your food and it prevents water from evaporating. The fats in your skin, that's what they do. They surround your skin cells like a plastic wrap, and they hold all the good stuff in like water.
I would have never known my cholesterol had anything to do with the dryness of my skin. That kind of surprised me that that played a part in any of that.
I'm not telling you to go eat a lot of cholesterol or eat a lot of fat, so we'll pick skin creams that have fatty acids and ceramides and cholesterol. Sarah felt she had sensitive skin. And this, you have a little bit. We didn't see any evidence of it in the quiz. We don't see any evidence of it under the camera. What she has is her skin has an impaired barrier. And the barrier is the fats that surround your skin cells. Although it's important to drink water, it's even more for your skin to hold on to water. So we have to replace those missing fats in your skin so you'll hold on to water. And that's going to make your fine lines look better, because your fine lines are because you're dehydrated. She's a perfect example of someone who would walk into the store, go to the sensitive skin section, and be getting completely the wrong products. She doesn't need anti-inflammatory ingredients. She needs moisturizing ingredients. Okay, great.
Thank you.
All right, we'll talk about your skin more later today, so if you have any more questions for me. My recommendations for Sarah are to use cleansers that are non-foaming, such as milks or creams, to look for moisturizers that have ceramides, fatty acids, and cholesterol, and to put a humidifier in her house in the winter.
Having talked to the doctor, she's given me some recommendations on a couple different products that I might use, and I will definitely take her advice and try them out. See what happens. Hopefully for the better.
You know, I've had a wonderful time with the women in the group.
Everybody's great.
It's been fun, and they're great women.
I think we've bonded during this experience.
Well, it was nice that they were from all over the country, so it's not just one type.
It's interesting to hear that even though we have different issues, we act the same ways.
We want to look our best, and we want to take good care of ourselves.
Sharon Jo Nachman lives in Miami Beach. She's in her 30s. She's been battling acne for many years. This acne makes it difficult for her to find a sunscreen she can use, and she does spend a lot of time outdoors in Miami Beach.
So not only do I have oily skin, or so I think I have oily skin, but also my skin is very sensitive. Anything I touch seems to affect my face. Anything that I can do to help fight my situation, I will try.
For Sharon Jo, it's important to determine all the different things that may be causing her to break out. The questionnaire will ask her questions about how often she breaks out, and also it will give me an idea of how oily her skin is. Okay, Sharon Jo, come on in here. We'll take a seat. We're gonna get a 3D image of your skin. Now just be real still, it's gonna flash. Don't move till I tell you to. You can keep your eyes open. You're gonna sit here.
My skin gets irritated, and the result of the acne shows and becomes more flared, so it's noticeable. I mean, I'm in my 30s and I'm having teenage acne.
There you go. 4, one more. You had washed your face about 30 minutes before the pictures, and you already made a lot of oil, not just in your T-zone, but across your cheeks and here and your chin. So absolutely, we know you're an oily type. And you also can see you're getting a few little fine lines around your eyes that show up on this picture. So many women get upset about adult acne because they say it's not fair that I have to battle wrinkles and acne both. Now this is bacteria on your skin. The bacteria likes oil, so it lives on your skin when you have a lot of oil. So if you look where it looks really light here, that's where you have a lot of bacteria across your T-zone. And that's also a lot of the areas where you're breaking out. So this gives us an idea that part of your problem is bacteria on your skin. So you have a lot of oil and a lot of bacteria. Okay, so now we're going to look in the 3D image at your skin. So this picture here shows us that you have a lot of melanin production, which means you're probably getting way too much sun. And then this shows the red in your skin, and you can see where all your pimples are, or where you're about to get pimples. It's kind of red. So what happens is the bacteria that eats the oil and lives on your skin, when it eats the oil and the dead skin cells, it lets off all these inflammatory factors. It makes you red. So that's why we see you red in all the same places that we saw the bacteria in the other camera. There are no topical drugs that can make the oil gland make less oil. So in Sharon Jo's case, we can't block her oil production, nor do we really want to because it's anti-aging, but we can block her bacteria. And we also can block the dead cells from filling up her pores, and that's a food source for the bacteria. So this is your pore here. A hair comes out the middle of it. There's an oil gland that dumps oil down into the hair follicle. So what you need to know about what causes acne is this is the hair follicle from the side. So what'll happen is these dead cells, instead of just going out of the pore, they start sticking together and clogging up the pore. So here's a picture of where they're clogging up the pore. This is what you would call a blackhead. And what happens is oil goes down into all these dead cells and it clogs your pore, and bacteria likes that. So these little pink dots are the bacteria moving in, and that is what a pimple is. Now, if you start to pick it or you don't treat the pimple, it gets bigger and bigger, and then when you squeeze it, you can actually rupture the whole hair follicle. So our goal for you is going to be getting rid of the bacteria and making these cells not stick together.
To see the diagram in the book and actually have her explain where the bacteria is coming from, no one's really ever explained that so well that I could now completely understand the root of my problem.
Now, people are always asking me about their pores. You know, what do I do about my pores? They look big. You want to prevent them from getting clogged in the first place. One of the most common questions I get from my acne patients is, what is the difference between benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid? Benzoyl peroxide kills bacteria, while salicylic acid opens up the pores and helps prevent blackheads. You really should use both of them together.
Dr. Bauman has imparted some great knowledge on me. From now on, I know what kind of skin I have and what I need to be targeting.
My recommendations for Sharon Jo are to try to prevent the pores from getting clogged with retinoids and salicylic acid, and to try to cut down the bacteria level on her skin using benzoyl peroxide or topical antibiotics. Anti-inflammatories will help her as well.
Hi, I'm Donna Senko.
Donna Senko is from New York. She's in her 40s, and she's planning ahead. She recognizes that the skincare that worked for her when she was in her teens and her 20s is not going to be appropriate for her in the upcoming years.
I feel like I've been taking care of my skin the same way since I've been about 13, and that can't be the best thing for me to do now that I'm much older. I know there's something more that I should be doing, so that's what I'm hoping to gain from the experience.
The questions in the questionnaire that will be important for Donna are questions about her history. Has she gone to tanning beds? Has she spent a lot of time in the sun? How is her diet? All of those will give me clues as to how rapidly her skin's going to age in the future. Okay, Donna, so now we're going to come over here to the Visia camera. You're going to put your chin right in there. You're going to close your eyes, and it's going to flash 5 times, so don't open your eyes till we tell you to. Here we go. This looks at the surface of your skin, and we see on the surface of your skin, this accentuates a few fine lines around your eyes and a few fine lines on your forehead, but overall we don't see a lot of wrinkles, so that's great. Okay, let's look at the sun damage now. Wow.
It just looked like Old Man in the Sea or something. It was just shocking. Everyone says use sunscreen, but when you see it right in front of you, what it's doing to your skin, it'll help me to be more careful.
So these brown spots, that is melanin, or that is sun damage. And some of that is damage from whenever you were in your teens and got sun exposure, and some of it's from now. but you can see where your sunglass marks are. Do you see over your nose?
Yes.
Like right in this area and right across here.
I wear these enormous sunglasses because I'm blind as a bat. But thank God, because that was the area where I had very little sun damage.
So let's take a look at the 3D camera. And when we look at your front view, we don't see a lot of sagging in your upper eyes or in your jowl area. Nice and tight along your mandible area. Most of the time, people start seeing sagging here in this area first, and they see a loss of fat here, but you don't have either one of those, so that's great. So now we're going to look at the red-brown of your skin.
Yikes.
Now the red-brown, if you see here, this shows us everything red in your skin. We see a lot of redness where your sunscreen probably wasn't as great as it should be. This is the brown scale, so this shows us the brown in your skin, and look how much sun you have in the areas that your sunscreen isn't covering. Donna surprised me because her skin's in really great shape and she doesn't wear sunscreen every day. Something is protecting her elasticity. You didn't see any sagginess along her jawline at all. Now it's true she hasn't gone through menopause yet, so her estrogen is protecting her, but still with the sun damage I saw under the camera, makes it surprising that her skin is still very elastic. Okay, so your skin is a little oily. Okay, so now you've taken the questionnaire, we've seen your photos, I've done a lot of measurements. I feel like I have a very good feel for your skin. Now your intention for your skin was to learn about why it's changing and why it's different. So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, all my life I had oily skin, and apparently I still do. However, I just feel like I should not be taking care of my skin in my late 40s the same way I did when I was a teenager. That's where I'm confused, and maybe you can guide me. I still get acne, but I'm getting to the age where I have to worry about wrinkles as well.
Well, the important thing really isn't your age necessarily, it's how is your skin acting. So your skin type is probably the same as it was when you were 16. It's unusual to be oily in your age group, but that's a good thing because oil has vitamin E and all these anti-aging things in it.
So I had heard that before, that the oily skin wrinkles less, but she was really reconfirmed that it was quite positive.
Now's the time where you have to start doing some preventative things. So sunscreen every day is crucial. It's the most important thing you can do. Even when you live in New York in the winter, you need to wear sunscreen every day. And do at least an SPF of 15. I would like to add a retinoid.
What is a retinoid and what does it do?
Oh, that's a great question. So a retinoid is something in the vitamin A family. They do a lot of different things. They act on different receptors in your skin that make you make more collagen. And your skin's collagen is the scaffolding or the structure of your skin. So when the sun touches your skin, it causes this whole cascade of events that lead to loss of collagen, and retinoids block that. So for you, retinoids, it's not that we're trying to get rid of wrinkles on you because you really don't have them. We want to prevent you from getting them.
Okay.
The nice thing about adding that retinol at night, that's going to help your acne as well. So use sunscreen in the morning and a retinol at night. And if you add those two steps, it's very simple, that'll make a big difference. My recommendations for Donna is to add a sunscreen every single day and to add something in the retinoid family.
So I thought she was going to say, you need this, you need that. 2 simple suggestions. It was really practical, so it's easy. That was a good surprise.
Tell me what sorts of things people should look for when they buy a retinol product.
It's important that it's protected from light and protected from oxygen. So the packaging would be an aluminum tube that protects it so no light can get through and no oxygen can get through.
It's never too late to start taking care of your skin. In fact, the older you are, the more important it is to use the right products. I talked a lot about prevention, but prevention can start even in your 50s, 60s, and 70s. The important thing to remember is to use sunscreen every day, a retinoid, and something in the antioxidant family.
Please stay with us for more Skin Type Solutions with Dr. Leslie Bauman.
Welcome back. I'm Camille Dixon, and here with me in the studio is Dr. Leslie Bauman. the director of the Bauman Cosmetic and Research Institute in Miami Beach. Now, she founded the University of Miami Cosmetic Medicine and Research Institute in 1997 and was a professor of dermatology at the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine for 12 years. And she's also the creator of the Skin Type Solution. Welcome, Dr. Bauman.
I'm so grateful to be here and have an opportunity to share my research findings with you.
We are happy to have you here. Now, we'll go back to the show in a moment, but as you may have guessed, we're here right now taking some time to ask for your support for programs like this one, ones that further our goal of lifelong learning. And we have some great gifts that will help you continue that learning and take it into your daily life.
When you contribute at the $90 level, you will receive the book, The Skin Type Solution. This book is revolutionizing the way people everywhere think about and shop for skincare. This breakthrough book will help you determine your skin type and choose the right skincare products, ingredients, and regimens for your skin. When you contribute at the $120 level, we will send you a DVD of Skin Type Solutions with Dr. Leslie Bauman, the program that you've been watching. This is the entire uninterrupted show as seen on public television and also includes an additional 30 minutes of bonus material which features a discussion about choosing ingredients and an in-depth look at all 16 skin types and the do's and don'ts for each. When you contribute at the $275 level, you'll receive the Complete Skin Type Solutions package, which includes the book, The Skin Type Solution, the DVD of the program including bonus material, and a personalized skin typing and skincare product kit. This package includes special access to an online quiz that in minutes will determine your Bauman skin type. Once Dr. Bauman knows your skin type, we'll send you a beautiful skincare product kit specially selected and customized for you. The kit contains 4 skincare products chosen for your particular skin type. Dr. Bauman will do the shopping for you to ensure you're using the correct products for your Bauman skin type. Additionally, you'll also receive a 1-year subscription to Allure magazine, considered the beauty Bible of magazines by industry insiders. At whatever level you can give, we appreciate your support. Please make that call now.
Now, Leslie, I like to think that I make good choices when it comes to my skin, but boy, I've learned I have a lot to learn. Why is this so important to you to help people understand their skin types?
It's crucial to know your skin type because if you know what your skin type is and you truly understand your skin's issues, then you can educate yourself about what ingredients to look for. So you'll shop better by looking at the ingredients on the label. You don't have to rely on other people's advice or marketing or your friends' ideas about skincare. You will know. So the skin typing system will empower you to make better decisions about your skincare purchases.
Leslie, what do you think is the most common misconception about skincare products?
That there's one product that's right for everyone. People always ask me, what is your favorite skincare product? And it really depends on your skin type. So there is no one product that will work for everybody.
Now, Leslie, so many of us feel like we have to stick with an entire brand or an entire line of products in order to get the maximum benefit. Is that true?
That's a myth. Of course, companies would love for you to buy their entire line, but the truth is once you discover your skin type and learn what ingredients are important for you, you'll know when to save money and when to splurge. And you'll find that you may have one brand of cleanser, a different brand of sunscreen, and a third brand of night cream, and that is perfectly fine. In fact, it's desirable.
That is such valuable information. Thank you. And this information you will find only right here on public television. Public television is committed to your education and lifelong learning. Now, Leslie, I know you're a big advocate for education as well.
And this system gives me an opportunity to teach people about their skin. They don't have to learn everything about dermatology and all the skin science. You can learn just the science that applies to you and your unique skin problems.
If you're watching, chances are public television is a part of your life. So please go to the phone and make that call now. We have some great ways to say thank you in return for your pledge of support.
When you make that call of support, we have some wonderful ways to say thank you. When you contribute at the $90 level, you'll receive the book, The Skin Type Solution by Dr. Leslie Bauman. This book is revolutionizing the way people think about and shop for skin care. You'll discover your personal skin type profile, detailing exactly what will work and what won't for your unique skin type. The book also includes an extensive product guide to name brand skincare products suited to every skin type and budget, including cleansers, moisturizers, toners, sunblocks, and foundations. The book has tips on nutrition as well as tips on preventing skin aging and problem skin, as well as the latest information on prescription products and procedures like Botox and Restylane. When you contribute at the $120 level, we will send you a DVD of Skin Type Solutions with Dr. Leslie Bauman, the program that you've been watching. This entire uninterrupted show includes an additional 30 minutes of bonus material which features a discussion about choosing ingredients and an in-depth look at every skin type and the do's and don'ts for each. When you contribute at the $275 level, you'll receive Dr. Bauman's complete Skin Type Solutions package, everything that you need to get on the road to having beautiful, healthy skin. This incredible package includes the book, the Skin Type Solution, the DVD of the program, plus bonus material, as well as access to an online quiz that will determine your Bauman skin type in minutes. The results of this quiz will give you your personal skin type profile, recommendations on what products and ingredients to look for, and skincare regimens specific to your Bauman skin type. Dr. Bauman will also send you a skincare product kit. The kit contains 4 skincare products chosen for your particular skin type. Additionally, you'll also receive a 1-year subscription to Allure magazine. At whatever level you can give, we appreciate your support. Please make that call now.
Now, the products you've selected for us, these are not your products. These are products that you've researched, correct?
Correct. I am a clinical researcher, and I've done research for over 54 companies on skincare products, but I also was involved in the trials that led to the FDA approval of Botox and Juvederm and Triluma and many other cosmetic procedures. So not only do I research skincare products, but I research procedures as well. I also teach other doctors about these products and procedures. I've spent hours matching what products go with each skin type. So the products that are in the pledge gift, once we know your skin type, you will receive products that are exactly hand-chosen by me for your particular skin type. So it's even better than me going shopping with you. It's actually as if I shopped for you and mailed it to your house.
I like the sound of that very much. We're going back to the show again. We want to continue to provide programs that have the ability to stimulate, enlighten, educate, inform, challenge, entertain, and amuse. We feel this public television station has a special mandate to serve many different audiences, and the power to keep this unique source of high-quality programming available rests in your hands. That's because it's viewers just like you who voluntarily offer their financial support during these pledge drives that make all of our wonderful and diverse programming possible. So please remember, your support at whatever level you choose makes a big difference to us and to the thousands of people throughout this community who depend on this public television station for great information and entertaining programming. Now, if you've already made that call of support, we thank you. But if not, won't you make that call now?
Skin Type Solutions with Dr. Leslie Bauman is made possible in part by a grant from Aveeno Active Naturals. Aveeno has been endorsed and recommended by dermatologists and pediatricians for over 60 years and is a trusted name for the efficacy and safety of its natural ingredients. Today, Aveeno continues to develop innovative active naturals formulations to optimize skin health and beauty. Aveeno, the beauty of nature plus science. And now, the conclusion of Skin Type Solutions with Dr. Leslie Bauman.
Susan Schaefer's from South Florida, and she is an avid tennis player. She's very concerned about how to protect her skin in the sun.
As time goes on and spending more time in the sun, I seem to be developing brown spots. I'm a little bit concerned about that.
If we look here, this looks at sun damage, and because you played tennis, you have a lot of sun history. All these brown spots, that's sun.
After I saw the photos today, I was really surprised, especially about the sun damage on my lips. I had been told that before by another doctor, and I kind of ignored it. And now that Dr. Bauman has noticed it, I feel like I should be very concerned and pay attention to it.
And lips are the worst area to get skin cancer because you don't have oil glands on your lips, so you don't have protective sebum, protective vitamin E on the lips. So when you play tennis, make sure you wear a lot of sun lip gloss. Okay, let's look over here at the 3D camera. So if we look at your red-brown scale here, looks like on your left cheek you might be missing a spot with your sunscreen. What that could mean is when you're driving in your car, do you always have sunscreen on when you're driving?
No, bad.
Well, this is the telltale sign, because your left side is getting tan and your right side's not.
Oh my God, that's insane.
With Susan, I realized that we need to go back to basics a little bit, and you never can learn too much about sun protection. There are so many different issues. The sun causes wrinkles by breaking down collagen, which gives skin its structure, elastin, which helps skin be elastic, and hyaluronic acid, which gives skin its volume. So whenever the sun causes the loss of these components, skin looks older. Tell me a little bit about what bothers you about your skin.
I noticed that I have some more lines and wrinkles, and I'm really concerned about what kind of sunscreens I should be using because I seem to be outside more and more.
Do you wear sunscreen as part of your skin regimen every day?
No. This is a true confession of bad behavior.
Well, that's why you're here. You want to learn more.
I look for sunscreen, and I can't tell the difference between one that's broad spectrum and UVA, and if it's a 70 or a 55, is there really a difference?
So there are two kinds of sunscreen. One is the chemical sunscreen family, and one is more the physical sunscreen. I like to use one from each group. That way you get the protection from both. Your day cream should have an SPF of at least 15. And another thing is you should measure that out and make sure you're putting at least half a teaspoon on your face. Because if you measure how much you're using, you're probably not putting a whole half of a teaspoon.
I don't even think I put a quarter of a teaspoon on.
And there are so many different issues, such as reapplying. You need to reapply every hour, how much to put on, what kind of sunscreen to use, are sunscreens safe or not, what about vitamin D? I can write a whole book on sunscreens alone. So the way I think about it is the sun hits the skin and it angers oxygen molecules, and those oxygen molecules start damaging cell membranes and DNA. So we have to turn off those oxygen molecules, and that's what antioxidants do. Is that correct?
Exactly. And the free radicals want to damage. That's part of their job. They want to damage things and react. So if you put antioxidants in there, you help quench those free radicals, calm the skin down, and you're also protecting it at the same time from the damages of the sun.
So look for a sunscreen that has something like vitamin C or feverfew or coffee berry or itty banoon. All of those things are antioxidants. Well, good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. My recommendations for Susan are to wear an SPF 15 sunscreen every day. Then when she's out in the sun, to layer 2 different sunscreens of an SPF of at least 45. She should apply her sunscreen 30 minutes before she goes into the sun, use at least half a teaspoon on her face, a shot glass on her body, and reapply every hour. In addition, she should add antioxidants to her regimen. So I was thrilled that these women all had very distinct skin types, because that's how it is in the real world. You see all kinds of different types. Welcome back. Now I've had a chance to get to know each one of you and look at you closely in the exam rooms and take some extra readings. So now we're going to talk through your skin type, and I'm going to give you some more helpful hints. So Sharon Jo, we're going to start with you. So your skin type comes out to be OSNW. That means oily, sensitive, non-pigmented, tendency to wrinkle. OSNW. Well, it's important to know about the tendency to wrinkle so you can take steps to avoid that. You are very young, but it's never too early to start trying to prevent things. Your 2 main issues are that you make a lot of oil and you have a lot of bacteria on your skin that we saw on the camera. So you want to do as much as you can to reduce those things. And studies have shown that stress will lead to oil production. So any kind of stress-reducing activities you could do, such as yoga, will help. We've already talked about a lot of things you can do as far as topical skincare. Washing with salicylic acid is a good choice for you, as well as light treatments. using something in the retinoid family at night is a good idea. So one other thing we did not talk about earlier is it's a very good idea to wash your face after you wash your hair conditioner out, because a lot of hair conditioners have ingredients in them that will break you out. So the things that make your hair smooth and not as frizzy actually can clog your pores and give you acne.
I think that this week has been really helpful for me in terms of how I see my skin and what I'm going to do now from here on out. So now that I have almost textbook understanding, I feel that I can move forward and attack the issue.
Okay, Judy, your skin type is DSNW, dry, sensitive, non-pigmented, with a tendency to wrinkle. You have really what's called the inflammatory phase of rosacea. We see a lot of redness and dilated blood vessels. So whatever you do to your skin, you want to be gentle. So you're not a good candidate for chemical peels or scrubs, microdermabrasion, and anything that's irritating on your skin or any kind of friction on your skin is not going to be a good idea. So for your skin, we want to stick with anti-inflammatory ingredients, and luckily there are many on the market. So some good ingredients for you are caffeine, because that'll help shrink some of the blood vessels and make you look less red, and antioxidants such as green tea, feverfew, licorice extract, oxofularan. All of those will help decrease your redness. Now, it's hard to reverse rosacea, but we can do a lot to prevent it from getting worse.
She said you want to be very gentle with your face when washing it. And I have, for right at a half a century, have always done the scrub the face, keep it really clean. So I tried to make it squeaky clean, and squeaky clean is not what my skin needs. It needs a very gentle touch. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. So now we're going to go to Donna. And Donna, your skin type is OSPW, oily, sensitive, pigmented, tendency to wrinkle. What we found is that you do test out as an oily type on the questionnaire. Your sebum showed that you make a lot of oil, and that's good because oil has a lot of anti-aging properties. You're holding onto water properly with your skin. Adding a retinoid, something in the retinoid family, is going to be very important for you because it's going to help prevent the occasional acne that you get, but also it's going to prevent aging. So keep up the good work and add a sunscreen every day and a retinoid at night. As you get older and you go through menopause, your skin may start to change. And at that point, it's important to go back and retake the quiz and see if your skin type changes. Most people after menopause are more on the dry side.
Something to look forward to, right?
Yeah.
I was very surprised that it was so practical. Again, I guess my expectations were a laundry list of products or doctors that I should be seeing, and it was pretty straightforward, which I really was pleasantly surprised about.
Now we're going to go to Sarah. Sarah, your skin type is DRPW. That means dry, resistant, pigmented, tendency to wrinkle. What we discovered about your skin is it isn't holding onto water properly. You don't eat a lot of fat in your diet, which is very healthy, but that's making it hard for your skin to hold onto water. So the thing that will strip the natural fats out of your skin are foaming cleansers, hard water if you live in a city where they have hard water. And because you live in Michigan, when it gets colder, the air doesn't hold onto water as well, so adding a humidifier is important. Using something like glycolic acid in your cleanser is a good idea. It will help hydrate your skin, get rid of some of the dead cells off the top. Another good ingredient for you is glycerin. Glycerin's very hydrating. Your skin type is the kind of skin that cold creams and cleansing oils were invented for. Donna and Sharon Joe are on one end of the spectrum, and you and Judy are on the other, and you can see that you all need very opposite skincare products from each other. Right. So this is why you can't take advice from your friends or your sister about skincare, because you all have very different skin types.
There was a lot more information than I anticipated. I feel like I've always been pretty good about taking care of my skin, but now I just feel like I know that much more.
So the way I like to explain to my patients when they ask me about a brand name versus a generic product is, think about a recipe. For example, Julia Childs, I recently made her beef bourguignon recipe, which is great. It has mushrooms and pearl onions in it, and if you just threw all the mushrooms and pearl onions in the beginning, it wouldn't come out the same. Julia teaches you've got to brown the onions separately and brown the mushrooms separately, then add them in separately at the end, and the recipe comes out better. Now, if you looked at the recipe, it would have the same ingredients as another recipe, but it wouldn't come out the same. That's an example of how it works with cosmetic products. It's not just what's in there, but it's what order it's put in there, what amount it's put in there, what temperature it's put in there. It's exactly like cooking. It's chemistry after all. Okay, now we're going to go to Susan. And Susan, your skin type is DRNW, dry, resistant, non-pigmented, tendency to wrinkle. So your skin is very much right on the cusp of oily and dry. You fall more towards the dry side. People are often wrong when they're picking if they're oily or dry. So I'm glad you were able to do this process, because now you know you do need moisturizers and you need to treat your skin more like a dry type. So what we found with your skin is that you have a lot of sun exposure. You're a tennis player. That also leads to your skin being drier, because the sun actually affects your body's ability to make natural moisturizing factor. It blocks that whole pathway. So what we need to do is figure out ways to work around that. So antioxidants are the key for you. In your diet, you want to take the supplements, you want to put it on topically, you want to drink it.
You go, girl.
Luckily, there's all kinds of sunscreens coming out with antioxidants in them. You can't get too much sunscreen.
I think it was a wake-up call for my skin. I really realized I better take the extra time. So I think I will change my whole routine, and just reminded me that I need to take better care of my skin.
Now we're going to go on to Phyllis. We learned a lot about your skin. Your major issues are pigmentation and dryness, but when we took the test and we did all your measurements and the quiz, it tells us that you're a DSPT. That's dry, sensitive, pigmented, tight. There's lots of reasons that you get to fall into the coveted tight category, and that's because your skin pigment's protecting you, you're excellent about sunscreen, so anti-aging is not your issue. Really, your issues are the dryness and the sensitivity, which is causing your pigmentation. If we can get your dryness and sensitivity under control, that's going to help your pigment. The number one key that needs to be consistent in all of your regimens is anti-inflammatory ingredients and ingredients to help prevent your pigment. But the good news is that a lot of anti-inflammatory ingredients also help prevent pigment. Some examples of some ingredients that will do both for you are vitamin C and azelaic acid. Niacinamide is good. Soy is perfect for your skin because it soothes your skin. You can find sunscreens with the total soy complex, which are perfect for you. Washing your face with an oatmeal containing cleanser or a liquid cleanser is a good idea. You don't need the really bubbly foaming cleansers, but you also don't need the oil cleansers. You want to be somewhere in the middle. Foaming cleansers strip all the necessary fats out of your skin. That is going to contribute to your problem, so you cannot use foaming cleansers. So you will need a heavier moisturizer at night, and it's okay for you to put it just in the dry areas around your mouth where you're just getting the pigmentation, and on the sides of your face, and you can avoid your center face.
Oh, okay. That was really interesting to know that it's not just dry or oily or a combination. There are other things that are going on with your skin too. So that was really good to know. I mean, really good to know. That's going to change how I take care of my skin from now on. And I'm going to take a step further and really pay attention to the ingredients that are in products, because that seems to be a big issue. And I think I will have fabulous skin throughout my 50s and 60s and thereon.
I've really had a great time getting to know all of you. I don't get to hear a lot of stories about Michigan and Texas and New York, so although I have patients that come from there, most of my patients are from Miami. So I've really enjoyed hearing your input about your solutions and things that have affected your skin, and also getting to know you personally. I hope the women enjoyed this experience as much as I did. I'm certain that now that they know their skin type, it'll be easier for them to shop and they'll make better skincare decisions.
I learned quite a bit, plus I got wonderful friendships that just, you know, we've had a great time together and it's been a lot of fun. Even though I'm probably the older of the ones that are here.
She's the oldest, but she's so much fun.
All the women were wonderful. I made friends with so many people.
Very fun experience.
I had a fabulous time. It's been a paradise in the home where I live.
We almost all hit it off instantly.
We've all kind of exchanged our addresses, emails.
And I think we'll all stay in touch and make some nice connections.
So good to meet you. Take care. What time does your...
so much.
I thought it was great that you can take women from all over the country, different backgrounds, different walks of life, and they all really hit it off. I had a great time together. I'm hoping they'll get back to me in 8 weeks, 12 weeks, and let me know how the regimen's changed their life. I love the science. I love my job. I do this because it's something I really love. But it's the icing on the cake when you hear that it helps people, and I really feel that some of the ladies today are going to be helped so much. They're not going to believe how much easier their skin is to take care of and how much better their skin is.
Hello, I'm Camille Dixon, and I'm here in the studio with Dr. Leslie Bauman, world-renowned, board-certified clinical and research dermatologist and author. She founded the University of Miami Cosmetic Medicine and Research Institute, where she was former professor of dermatology and chief of the Division of Cosmetic Dermatology. You know, programs like this show us the importance of lifelong learning, and with your support, the teaching power of television can be realized right here on this public television station. These pledge breaks are a reminder for you to make the investment that makes everything we do here possible.
When you make that call of support, we have some wonderful ways to say thank you. When you contribute at the $90 level, you'll receive the book, The Skin Type Solution by Dr. Leslie Bauman. This book is revolutionizing the way people think about and shop for skin care. You'll discover your personal skin type profile, detailing exactly what will work and what won't for your unique skin type. The book also includes an extensive product guide to name brand skincare products suited to every skin type and budget, including cleansers, moisturizers, toners, sunblocks, and foundations. The book has tips on nutrition as well as tips on preventing skin aging and problem skin, as well as the latest information on prescription products and procedures like Botox and Restylane. When you contribute at the $120 level, we will send you a DVD of Skin Type Solutions with Dr. Leslie Bauman, the program that you've been watching. This entire uninterrupted show includes an additional 30 minutes of bonus material which features a discussion about choosing ingredients and an in-depth look at every skin type and the do's and don'ts for each. When you contribute at the $275 level, you'll receive Dr. Bauman's complete Skin Type Solutions package, everything that you need to get on the road to having beautiful, healthy skin. This incredible package includes the book, The Skin Type Solution, the DVD of the program plus bonus material, as well as access to an online quiz that will determine your Bauman skin type in minutes. The results of this quiz will give you your personal skin type profile, recommendations on what products and ingredients to look for, and skincare regimens specific to your Bauman skin type. Dr. Bauman will also send you a skincare product kit. The kit contains 4 skincare products chosen for your particular skin type. Additionally, you'll also receive a 1-year subscription to Allure magazine. At whatever level you can give, we appreciate your support. Please make that call now.
So it looks like the ladies in Miami had so much fun going through this process. Was it fun for you too?
It was a lot of fun to meet people from around the country that had different lifestyle habits and different questions and take them through the process and show them what kinds of things to use for their skins. I really enjoyed this.
So what are the ingredients that we should be looking for?
It depends on your skin type, but if you have inflammation, some anti-inflammatories would be oatmeal, feverfew, green tea. If you have brown patches, some things you could look for would be soy. Vitamin C is another option. For anti-aging, you want antioxidants.
So are there some ingredients that we should be looking out for?
You should look at the ingredient list to look for certain ingredients that are right for you, but unfortunately that isn't enough information. A lot of times you'll see these generic no-name brands in the store now that are a little bit cheaper. Their package is the same. You may save a couple of dollars and it's very tempting, but you need to know more of the story. There's really no way for you to know when you're standing there looking at the product on the shelf. So the best thing to do is look at the claims and see if it says clinically proven. They are not allowed to put clinically proven if they haven't studied the final formulation.
So are there other things that impact the health of our skin other than the products that we use?
Many things impact the health of our skin: our diet, our habits, whether we sunbathe or go to tanning beds, or whether we smoke. And most of us know those things. But a lot of us don't know how important our diet can be. So for anti-aging, we want to eat foods that are high in antioxidants. Now, what's funny is people will ask me all the time, they'll say, you talk a lot about blueberries and what great antioxidants they are. Well, can I just mash up blueberries and put them on my skin? And you can't, because again, you need them to penetrate. You need them to be mixed with other ingredients that will help it work better. So formulation is crucial.
Great. Thanks, Leslie. This is great information. So please go to the phone, dial the number on your screen, and make that pledge of support. When you do, we have some great ways to say thank you.
When you contribute at the $90 level, you will receive the book, The Skin Type Solution. This book is revolutionizing the way people everywhere think about and shop for skin care. This breakthrough book will help you determine your skin type and choose the right skincare products, ingredients, and regimens for your skin. When you contribute at the $120 level, we will send you a DVD of Skin Type Solutions with Dr. Leslie Bauman, the program that you've been watching. This is the entire uninterrupted show as seen on public television, and also includes an additional 30 minutes of bonus material which features a discussion about choosing ingredients and an in-depth look at all 16 skin types and the do's and don'ts for each. When you contribute at the $275 level, you'll receive the complete Skin Type Solutions package, which includes the book, The Skin Type Solution, the DVD of the program including bonus material, and a personalized skin typing and skincare product kit. This package includes special access to an online quiz that in minutes will determine your Bauman skin type. Once Dr. Bauman knows your skin type, we'll send you a beautiful skincare product kit specially selected and customized for you. The kit contains 4 skincare products chosen for your particular skin type. Dr. Bauman will do the shopping for you to ensure you're using the correct products for your Bauman skin type. Additionally, you'll also receive a 1-year subscription to Allure magazine, considered the beauty Bible of magazines by industry insiders. At whatever level you can give, we appreciate your support. Please make that call now.
Leslie, what are all the items in the Skin Type Solution package?
Well, first you'll get the questionnaire, which you'll take and find out which of the 16 skin types you are. And then once we know what your skin type is, we will send you products that are right for your type.
I love this. You do all the shopping for us.
Right, but first I have to know your skin type. And I can't know your skin type if you have not taken the Bauman Skin Type Indicator, which is what we call the quiz.
And now this questionnaire, you've been developing this for quite some time. Tell us how this came about.
I first started developing the questionnaire in the late 90s. It started out as 350 questions, and obviously that's a lot of questions. And over the years, we've whittled it down to about 26 questions. It takes you about 5 minutes, and you learn a lot about your skin when you take the questionnaire.
So basically, this would be just like me coming into your office and having a consultation. I could walk out and know exactly what my skin type is and what I need to do next?
Yes, and we use the questionnaire in my office. So every patient that sees me first takes the questionnaire because it gives me valuable information that I wouldn't have just by looking at your skin. It tells me historical information about how you react to different products, what happens when you go in the sun, and that is crucial to know whenever we're recommending skincare products.
This is fantastic because I can do this in the comfort of my own home as well.
You can do it in the comfort of your own home, and then you can teach yourself what ingredients to look for. And then when you're shopping, it's as if you have me there shopping with you, helping you figure out what products are right. That way, if you want to spend a lot of money on skincare, you know you're getting products that are right for you, or if you want to save money, you're going to use products that are beneficial for your unique skin type.
Sometimes those can be really hard to find, so I really appreciate it, and I know many people will appreciate having this information. Now, tell me a little bit more about what's in the book.
The book in Chapter 3 has the questionnaire, and then once you take the quiz and you find out what your skin type is, you go to your skin type chapter, and it will explain all of your skin concerns, all of your issues, why you have these problems. Then we'll give you a regimen, step 1, step 2, step 3, Then it will give you a list of products. So for example, cleansers. It will give you a list of maybe 5 or 6 cleansers at $1 sign, $2 sign, and $3 sign options. So you figure out your skin type, then you pick your price point, then I tell you what products are right for you. There's over 300 brands in the book.
That is very exciting news for people who can't necessarily come into your practice and sit down with you. We can find out. And I have to tell you, I had so much fun taking this quiz. I learned so much more about my skin than I ever knew before.
Taking the quiz is an educational process as well. People learn a lot about their skin just by the exercise of taking it. Also, this questionnaire is the exact questionnaire that we use in our genetic research to look for different genes. So it is something that's recognized in the scientific and medical community as an accurate way of dividing people into different types so that genetic research can be performed.
And that's really one of your hallmarks is research. And because of that research, you've tested so many different products, and you're not selling any products of your own, right?
Right. So my purpose in you taking the quiz isn't to sell you something at the end. My purpose is to teach you about your skin, empower you to make your own skincare decisions.
Thanks, Leslie. Right now, we're counting on you to make your pledge of support. Please go to the phone, call the number on your screen, and when you make your pledge, we have some great ways to say thank you.
When you make that call of support, we have some wonderful ways to say thank you. When you contribute at the $90 level, you'll receive the book, The Skin Type Solution by Dr. Leslie Bauman. This book is revolutionizing the way people think about and shop for skin care. You'll discover your personal skin type profile, detailing exactly what will work and what won't for your unique skin type. The book also includes an extensive product guide to name brand skincare products suited to every skin type and budget, including cleansers, moisturizers, toners, sunblocks, and foundations. The book has tips on nutrition as well as tips on preventing skin aging and problem skin, as well as the latest information on prescription products and procedures like Botox and Restylane. When you contribute at the $120 level, we will send you a DVD of Skin Type Solutions with Dr. Leslie Bauman, the program that you've been watching. This entire uninterrupted show includes an additional 30 minutes of bonus material which features a discussion about choosing ingredients and an in-depth look at every skin type and the do's and don'ts for each. When you contribute at the $275 level, you'll receive Dr. Bauman's complete Skin Type Solutions package, everything that you need to get on the road to having beautiful, healthy skin. This incredible package includes the book, the Skin Type Solution, the DVD of the program plus bonus material, as well as access to an online quiz that will determine your Bauman skin type in minutes. The results of this quiz will give you your personal skin type profile, recommendations on what products and ingredients to look for, and skincare regimens specific to your Bauman skin type. Dr. Bauman will also send you a skincare product kit. The kit contains 4 skincare products chosen for your particular skin type. Additionally, you'll also receive a 1-year subscription to Allure magazine. At whatever level you can give, we appreciate your support. Please make that call now.
You've got this great science background too. When you were growing up, was science and mathematics something that you were very interested in and good at as a kid?
I was always a science person. All through high school and college and medical school, I loved the basic science. And when you look at a skincare product on the shelf, you see the beautiful packaging and the celebrity endorsement, but you don't get to see all the amazing science that goes into it. I actually wrote a textbook for doctors that they read to learn about all of this. And the reason I did so is I was so fascinated with the science of aging and pigmentation and all of that. I wanted to take all that huge breadth of knowledge that I have, that I teach other doctors, and make it in a simple packaged way for women to also have the access to that knowledge. So the questionnaire allows me to do that because you take the questionnaire and then I can tell you what products to use. You don't have to know all that science, but you're still benefiting from the science.
So we get the beauty and the brains behind it.
Right.
Leslie, thank you so much for the show and for being here and for all this great information.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you if you've already called with your support. Remember, your contribution leads directly to great programs like this and others. You know, great science programs, great kids programming, great public affairs programming, wonderful music, and so much more. And it's all here on your community-supported public television station. Please call now. Thank you.